this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So yesterday I got a really lovely surprise package that came from Amazon, and I thought, I haven't ordered anything. What is this? Anyway, this is what was inside the package, and I thought, no, I haven't ordered any decks. I know this was on my wish list, but I haven't ordered anything. Anyway, obviously I had to do a bit of messaging and things to find out who'd sent it. And it turns out it was my lovely friend Simon over at the Hermit's Cave. It's so lovely of him. I was like, oh my god. And he just wanted to send me something, and I just thought it was so kind and just really lovely. I'd had a few days last week that weren't good, so this coming was just like, oh my god, perfect timing, to receive a gift from a friend. And when things are gifted, they just mean so much more. And he just said that he just felt like sending it, so it's really, really lovely. So this is the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Linn. It's 52 cards to open energy portals of a higher dimension. On the back, we've got some of the cards, and it says, expand your consciousness and chart your own course through the vast mysteries and wonders of the sacred forest. Each of the 52 cards in this oracle deck is a special key that opens an energy portal into this mystical inner realm. The cards tap into natural forces and your own inner knowledge to shed light on long-sought answers to your most profound questions. So really nice two-piece box. It's a Hay House deck. Has the cutout so that we can open it up, and oh my god guys, when I opened it up, just look at the inside. I love that picture of trees, and I love what it says. Enter a secret dimension to discover the truth of your soul. Oh, so lovely. I just loved it. I just sat there for a while just staring at this picture and those words. I just thought it was lovely. So that's the inside of the top of the box, and the bottom is like that. This is also really lovely. So that's the box. Then we have a guidebook. So quite a nice thick guidebook. Let's see how many pages. 144. So, and I think, because it doesn't mention the artist, I don't think, on the box, but I think it does. Yes, the artist is Scott Breedenthal, and the author obviously is Denise Linn. So I've got other books by Denise Linn. So the contents: note from the author about the sacred forest, bonus gifts, which is you can download some like guided meditations, something like that, I think. Journey into the sacred forest, how to use the sacred forest oracle, methods of sacred forest card readings, entering the sacred forest in your dreams, reading the signs in your life with your cards, and then it goes into the cards. And as I said, there's 52. So that journey into the sacred forest, our connection with the natural world, oracle cards as energy portals, how to use the deck, preparing for a card reading, choosing the cards, interpreting the cards, storing, methods of Sacred Forest card reading, daily spiritual insight, 1 card, 3 card. We've got a 5 card. So we've got different ones like message from heavenly beings, message from earth spirits, etc. Tree of life spread. I love it when they put something like this in. Roots, base, branches, etc. 4 directions spread. We'll look at this. 1 year spread. Cool. Entering the sacred forest in your dreams. Write down your dream. Choose a card. Discern the message. Reading the signs in your life with your cards. And the messages of the cards. So number 1 is air spirit. So there are no pictures of the cards in this book. Which is fine. That it doesn't bother me if there's no picture. But you get like a sort of little phrase here, like this one for Spirit Guardian of Autumn. Red, orange, yellow and brown leaves flurry around you in a warm autumn wind. A small zephyr creates an upward spiral of leaves, directed by air spirit in a dance of colour and light. In the great circle of life, the trees lose their leaves in the fall, so that new growth can occur in the spring. It is part of the natural cycle of life. So you get like what? 2 pages roughly for each one, so not too bad. Quite a nice little book, and there's quite a bit of information in there. So these are the backs of the cards. It's a lovely back. The only thing I would say, and this is just me personally, I would have loved it if the backs had been all forest or all leaves, or like that picture of the trees inside the front cover of the box. I think would have made a nice back to the cards, but you know, these are okay, it's no problem. Just that was just if I was going to be like picky. So this is a low Scarabeo card. So they're a little bit taller and quite a lot wider. So they're not a huge oracle card. They're not the size of some oracles. They're a little bit smaller than some. So let's have a look at the cards. I don't know if we need to go in a little bit. There. Okay, so the first card, number 1, is air spirit, and that says knowledge. How lovely is this, with like all the trees and everything down there. Oh, and the cardstock is really nice. Quite thick actually. I don't know how well it would riffle shuffle, but I don't, so I'm okay with that. And it's like a nice matte cardstock, but with a little bit of a sheen to it. Then we have, I love this. This is one of my favourite cards already in the deck. Is Ancient Oak Spirit Strength. Just look at that. Wouldn't you love that? Can you imagine walking in the forest and coming across a door in a tree? I always wanted that to happen when I was younger. I'd still love it to happen, never mind about being older, but can you imagine an ancient oak spirit? It makes me think of like Gog and Magog in Glastonbury, or like a tree, like I've never seen it in real life, but like a major oak in Sherwood in Nottingham. So cool. Aspen spirit, I love this too. So you've got trees, the sun, flowers, these lovely blue butterflies, and like this castle in the middle, and this is courage. Bear spirit, healing. This is a very wintry scene. Bee spirit, love this. Prosperity, and we've got like the little fairy riding the bee, and these lovely bright flowers. They look like lilies. Bluebell fairy, love this because I love bluebells. My dad always planted them. Well, they still flower every year at my mum's. So this is gratitude. And look at that stag and the trees. And just those lovely bluebells. I used to have like a little place that I used to go as a child in the woods, and there was like this little area just in the trees where there was bluebells, like a little glade, I suppose. I love that. We have bluebird spirit. This looks like a lovely bird, obviously not one from the UK, but look how lovely it is. And that's happiness, and we've got this lovely blossom tree in the back, maybe cherry blossom or something like that. We've got, oh, is it a horse or is it, no, it's a unicorn. It's a unicorn because you've got the horn there. Butterfly spirit, transformation. That's really nice in the oyster shell too. Crystal cave, love this one. Trust. And you can see other things like going on, like there's a snake, I think, coming down there. So good. Daffodil fairy. I love that there's a daffodil fairy because I love daffodils. They're so lovely and bright, like one of the first flowers to come up in the spring, and it's lovely when you see them. There's this bright yellow. So this is New Beginnings, which is very apt for the daffodil. Dragon power, love that. So that is dragon and power, not dragon power. Dragon with the keyword power. It's like he's guarding her, isn't it? Dragonfly spirit. I love that there's a dragonfly in this because there's one of my spirit animals, if you like. I know it's an insect, but you know, I've always like had a connection with dragonflies from when I was younger. There used to be loads of them, and damselflies everywhere where we used to live in the forest. And this is change, so I love that that is there. I'm still thinking about getting a dragonfly tattoo. Eagle spirit, freedom. I love all the scenery as well with this. We've got a winged horse there. Earth spirit, love this one. Look at her. Look at all these little like butterflies and the lights. And these swans here. And that stability. I always kind of think of the lovers when I see swans. Probably because, you know, they do mate for life, swans. And sometimes they are used on lovers' cards in decks, in tarot decks. Elves, playfulness, look at this. You can see all the different elves. Enchanted Fern Grotto Refuge. I love that too. I like ferns. It's something else I'd like to kind of put in the garden. Fern. This reminds me of the woods and stuff. And so we've got a little bit of diversity here too. This person of colour. Fire spirit. This is energy. I love this one. Foggy bog and patience. And I just think foggy bog and patience, as in patience. You have patience. The fog will clear and you'll see the way ahead. Forest Temple, Enlightenment. That's a lovely one. I just love that this is a forest deck. I love anything woodsy. Well, that's why I had it on my wish list. Frog Spirit, Renewal. I mean, it's not a new deck, as in newly published, but it was one I saw on somebody's channel and I thought, oh, I really like the look of that. Look at these, how they shine. Look at the little frog. Maybe she'll kiss him and he'll turn into a prince. Guardians of the Land, Protection. I love this one. Look at that stag there. And all the trees in the background. And here. Hummingbird Spirit. They're such tiny little birds. Joy. Maple Spirit, Generosity. I love that for the colour. And look at these stones here, like standing stones. Got all the kind of little, like, what look like little orbs of light. Maybe they're fairies. Meandering Pathway. Oh, this is another favourite. Just look at this. Flow. Oh, I just love it. It just finding a pathway like that and just walking through the woods. I can almost smell it now, the smell of the leaves and the trees. And then we've got this like wizard character here. It kind of reminds me of Merlin. Although if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, it might remind you of Gandalf, perhaps. Moonlight Enchantment, Magic. Look at that wolf. Love this tree, like silhouetted against the moon. Mystic Meadow, another one I love. Some people might not like that because it's like human body with an animal head, but I do. And we've got the fox and the bear there. And there's like a castle or maybe ruins or something in the background. It says Sanctuary. Owl Spirit, Wisdom. So nice. Pegasus, Transcending. And that is the backs of the cards also. Phoenix, Transmutation. Yes, the phoenix is reborn from the flames. Pine Spirit. It's lovely, another wintry scene and another person of colour there. It's lovely. Look how the pink looks really lovely against her dark skin. Rainbow Waterfall. Imagine coming out of a pathway in the forest and coming across that with a rainbow going through it. Raven spirit, truth. Reflecting pool, stillness. That is lovely. I love the purple, and look how she's looking into the water, and there's a swan. So it's like her reflection is a swan. We have secret spring, which is success. I really like that one too. Well, there's not one card in here that I don't like. Spirit guardian of autumn, letting go. Love that. The spirit guardian of spring. This is another favourite of mine. Activation. We've got like the tree, but with ribbons like a maypole. And look at these daffodils and the swan. Spring's one of my favourite. It's probably my favourite season anyway. Spirit guardian of summer. So we have this lovely tree bearing fruit. This is expansion. And spirit guardian of winter, retreat. Can you imagine retreating into this log cabin in the winter, being all nice and cozy with a log fire and just with somebody that you wanted to be with, fur rug on the floor right in front of the fire. I was always told I had too much imagination. Stag spirit, this is lovely. Leadership, I love the face on him. Standing stones, another one that I really love. Passage, love this, reminds me of Avebury. Starry night, acceptance, this is a really nice one. Love the colours in it. And this looks as if it might be a Native American person, or it might be an Asian person, I'm not sure. Storm spirit, chaos. Thicket of thorns, uncertainty. But we've got a deer here, maybe saying, come on, I'll help you, I'll show you the way through the thorns. Toadstools, growth. Funny how they're covering here, so she's just got the one eye. Unicorn, purity. It's lovely. Water spirit, manifesting dreams. Look at these otters. I love otters, so cute. Wild rose fairy. And again, I love wild roses. There's some at my mum's that my dad planted. A wild rose or dog rose. Love. I love that card. Willow spirit is another really nice card. Look at it. Flexibility. She looks ghost-like, doesn't she? Very ethereal. Wise woman of the grove. And at first I thought, where? And then you see that she's there, sort of almost a part of the tree or a part of the place, the woods. So that's Grace. Wizard of the Woods, love this. This is a definite Merlin for me card anyway, focus. But also this Wizard of the Woods, you know, when I first looked at it, I mean, he doesn't look like my dad, but I did think of my dad when I looked at it, when I looked into the eyes of this person in this card, and just Wizard of the Woods, and I thought that would be fitting for him actually. Wolf spirit, his family, that's nice, and I like the face on the wolf in the centre. And our last card, number 52, is Wood Nymph and Beauty, which is lovely too. So 52 card deck, guys, that's a good amount of cards in an oracle deck, because a lot of them now have only got like 30-35 cards, and I love it when we get a nice chunky deck that has a good amount of cards in it. So oops, so yeah, so that is the complete deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing it, and thank you, Simon. It's just so lovely of you. I can't, well, you know I've messaged you anyway, but it's just so lovely of you to have just decided to gift me this, and it will be very special to me now, you know, because it was gifted. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely weekend. If you're in the UK, I hope you're having a good bank holiday weekend, and I'm sure I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.